Graeme Souness is a man that divides opinion in the football world for his blunt and occasionally controversial takes on the game in the modern day. However, by an overwhelming majority of Rangers fans, he is adored. Loved for his love and passion for the club, Souness is certainly a fan favourite at Ibrox. In today's video, we have some huge news as Graeme Souness is being backed for a blockbuster return to Rangers. We will discuss this in today's video, whilst also going over all the latest Rangers news from the last 24 hours. There is so much to discuss in today's video, so be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. But first, Nico Rascin was given a standing ovation on his first start for Belgium after his man of the match display guided his side to a stunning Nations League comeback against Ukraine. The 24-year-old made his international debut off the bench late on in Thursday's 3-1 defeat in the quarter-final first leg in Spain. With Yuri Tielemans suspended, new Red Devils boss Rudi Garcia gave the former Standard Liège midfielder his first start in the return leg on Sunday, which saw the Belgians seal an impressive 3-0 win in Genk to overturn the deficit. Second-half goals from Maxime de Kuiper and a Romelu Lukaku double helped retain Belgium's Nations League A status, with Raskin's composure in midfield instrumental to the victory. The stats back up his stellar display, with a pass accuracy of 91%, 5 duels won, and 18 passes into the final third. And Belgian media has been piling the praise on the Rangers midfielder, with Newsblad commenting, "Alert, constantly pointing, coaching, invariably playable, but also invariably unthreatened." In the Rascin zone, the Devils were allowed to play football carefree. It made him grow in the game. Rascin often played in an armchair. Rascin handed out the passes for the central duo, Debast-Faes. Rascin has been in fine form for Rangers this season, producing 2 goals and 6 assists in 39 appearances, which earned him an international call-up. Now Graeme Souness could be set to make a blockbuster return to Rangers as Rangers legend Graeme Souness has been tipped for a sensational return to Ibrox, and the prospect is already setting tongues wagging among fans. But what makes this potential comeback even more exciting is the idea that he could be joined by none other than a Premier League icon, with a glittering managerial career, none other than Jose Mourinho. Souness, a former player-manager for the club, has never been far from Rangers affairs. In fact, he was recently spotted and in the stands at Ibrox for Barry Ferguson's debut as interim manager, a game that saw the team lose to Motherwell earlier this month. But since then, things have been on an upward trajectory. Rangers pulled off a shock by eliminating Turkish giants Fenerbahce from the Europa League and followed it up with a huge win over Celtic in the Old Firm derby. Despite these recent successes, there's a sense of uncertainty looming over the club. With a potential San Francisco 49ers-backed takeover in the pipeline and no permanent manager in place, questions are swirling about the future. That's why Derek Ferguson, brother of interim boss Barry Ferguson, believes the time is right for a figure like Souness to return and help steer the ship. Ferguson, like many, feels that Souness's experience and passion for the club could be invaluable during this transitional period. Having been a part of the hiring process that led to the appointment of Philippe Clement in 2023, Ferguson knows what kind of impact Souness can make behind the scenes. He told the media, "Souness brings an aura and a wealth of experience. He's exactly the type of caliber of person we need at the club. He learned quickly during his time here and knows Rangers inside out." The idea of Souness returning is even more exciting when paired with Mourinho. The Fenerbahce manager, fresh off his clash with Rangers in Europe, has made no secret of his interest in one-day managing in Scotland. He even mentioned how much he enjoyed the Rangers-Celtic rivalry when watching the game recently. Derek Ferguson, clearly intrigued by the idea, said, "Why not? I watched that interview with my son, and as soon as Mourinho hinted he'd be interested, we both looked at each other. I can actually see it happening. If you combine the takeover with Mourinho's potential arrival, it would be an incredible appointment. Mourinho's arrival would undoubtedly be a statement of intent." A manager with stints at some of the world's biggest clubs like Chelsea, Real Madrid, and Manchester United, he would bring not only pedigree but a fierce competitive edge. Just the sort of figure who could help Rangers close the gap with Celtic domestically and continue making waves in Europe. In Ferguson's eyes, the pairing of Sunirez and Mourinho would be an unstoppable force. Europe is always in the background for Rangers, and that's something that catches the eye of managers like Mourinho. So why not bring in someone of his caliber and have him help Rangers catch up with Celtic? The prospect of having both Sunirez and Mourinho at Ibrox is tantalising for Rangers supporters. It's a bold vision, and if it becomes a reality, it would send shockwaves through Scottish football and perhaps give Rangers exactly what they need to rise back to the top. In other news, Matondo has opened up about the key factors behind his decision to leave Rangers in January, opting for a fresh start in Germany on loan with Hanover. After finding himself on the fringes of the squad under former boss Philippe Clement, who has since been sacked, Matondo felt it was time to move on and seek more regular playing opportunities. The decision, he admits, wasn't an easy one, but ultimately it was a necessary step for his career. Speaking about the move, Matondo reflected on the difficulty of leaving Ibrox, but explained that Hanover's vision for the future convinced him to make the switch. It wasn't an easy decision at first, but when Hanover showed me what they were planning for the future, I thought, why not? Go there and try to play my football. After a tough start to the season, with injuries hampering his progress, Matondo knew getting minutes on the pitch was essential to reigniting his form. It's been a long, hard season with injury at the start, so coming back and trying to get minutes was very important, he said. I didn't know whether I would get that at Rangers at that moment. The Welsh international has already seen some reward for his move, earning a recall to the national team and scoring his first international goal in a World Cup qualifying win over Kazakhstan. Now, Matondo is looking to build on that momentum, hoping to add to his cap and goal tally as Wales continue their qualifying campaign. They face North Macedonia next, with Matondo eager to make an impact. Elsewhere in international action, fellow Rangers man Yanis Hagi has been rallying his Romania teammates. Despite suffering an opening defeat to Bosnia and Herzegovina, Hagi remains confident in their campaign and has called on his squad to deliver a dominant performance in their next match against San Marino. We want to score as many goals as possible, Hagi told the media. We have to win because we want to give ourselves a very good chance of reaching the World Cup. For both Matondo and Hagi, the international break presents an opportunity to showcase their talent on a global stage, and both players are determined to make the most of it as they continue their respective journeys toward the World Cup. But that is all for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, please drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. We post all the latest Rangers news every single day, so make sure you join our fast growing community so you never miss out. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.